Welcome back to No Man's Sky, everyone. Jason here, and man, I got something amazing to show you. But first, I want to say, guys, there's a little bit of spoilers in here, potential spoilers. But let me show you what could possibly be coming in the future for No Man's Sky. So, ThatBomberboi actually was digging through the game files, and he found that there are new space stations in the game, like, you know, in the game files, like buried in the game files. And then they made a mod to show us what they could possibly look like. So guys, look at this. That is a space station. Are you kidding me? Look at this thing. So this is not a guarantee that it's coming. We've had like a very basic form of ship customization in the game files as well. So there, years ago, like 2 or 3 years, or probably 4 or 5 at this point, years ago, they actually were digging through the game files and they found that you could change the colors of your starship. So everyone thought, oh, ship customization is coming. They have, you know, customized colors. You still cannot do that. So just because these files are in the game right now does not mean that they are coming. This is maybe a test, like maybe Hello Games was going through and they were looking at it to see if it would work, and then they said, it doesn't really work, or it crashes the game in some way. As far as I can tell, this does not crash the game. Look at this, though. Look at these, this space station. Now, this is just a random one. This is the coolest one I found so far, but let's go to a random system. So every system is going to have a different space station in it. And they're kind of modeled after the the planetary archives on the planets. So, and again, all credit goes to ThatBomberboi. And specifically, I want to say, I saw this first from BeebleBum. So I'll link all that information down below in the description. BeebleBum, I saw his video first. And then I was like, whoa, what the heck? So then I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. And I shared it. And then when I realized, there is literally a mod, and I'll link that down below in the description as well. You can only do it on PC. You can't mod your Xbox. Well, I mean, you probably could, but it'll be really difficult to find or to do. But look at this thing. Look at that. That is freaking awesome. So they have not changed the interiors of Space Station. Look at the outside of this thing. The textures on this thing is crazy. I love that. So they haven't done anything to the interiors. I would say this might be just them preparing for the update. So this could be a future update. Maybe it's not. Maybe they scrapped it and said this is not a good idea. However, if they do implement it, I would say they're probably going to change the inside as well. Oh my God. That's not good. Okay, so this is probably another reason why you won't want to do this. This is a mod. This is a mod. So I'm having problems here. Oh, Jesus. Okay.
One eternity later.
So, as you can see, these mods, they're mods to a game. So they're adjusting the game in ways that the game is not expecting. So if you do download the mod, just be ready for that. So let's get back up in here. Is this oh yeah, I had to go to a different station, or I had to go to a different system just to make sure I did not, like, you know, get caught in the geometry again. I went to an outlaw station just to see if they would change these. This looks like, yeah, okay, they did not change any of the outlaw stations. Again, we have no idea. Maybe they have an idea for the outlaw stations, but they have not implemented it, or they never tried or tested anything. These are all just files randomly in the current iteration of the game. So it's one of these deals where they could be testing it out. So they didn't activate it. Like, there's no way for them to use them unless you mod your game. And so, like, you know, freaking amazing. These modders actually got into the game files. They saw them and they activated them, which is really, really cool. I know it's kind of spoilerish. So if you don't, hopefully you guys aren't watching this far. If you didn't want any spoilers, but these are. Look at this. What is this? This looks like some of the anomalies that you run into while you're in space at random. So I love that they've changed, that they could potentially change these space stations. Now, I hope that they change the interiors as well. And the other thing I was thinking of is they could actually, I mean, it feels like these are randomized just based on, you know, pure procedural generation. Like, it doesn't matter about the system itself. So if it's a red star or a green star, it doesn't matter any of that stuff. But I hope that maybe they have some kind of a trigger. And so, like, on a good economy, maybe they have really big, you know, space stations. On a really bad economy, maybe they have, like, really small space stations. That would be really cool, right? I would love to see that in a future update. Or if they change the interiors of the space stations, maybe give us more shops, different shops on a really good economy system. But if you're in a bad economy system, they only have like one shopkeeper on the space station completely. Like the literal shops are even less on a bad economy. That would be really cool. And yeah, look at, there's just so many different variations. Look at this thing. That is so freaking cool looking. Is this orange and black? Oh, this is a Bob space station. Look at this. Bob space station, orange and black. Oh, that's so cool looking. Guys, there is a link down below in the description, and I'll even do it in a pinned comment. That way it's at the top of the comment section. If you have a PC, you can do this, but again, be aware, there might be some issues with the geometry because the game doesn't know that the space station is going to be different. So it'll mess up your, could potentially mess up your game. So be aware of that. However, it is so cool to look at these things. Look at it. Let me see if I get a good picture of this. So we're going to obviously change the sun's area. Look at that. That is a massive, massive space station. I mean, they could do so much with this. They could add, they can adjust the interiors. You can go crazy with it and add a whole bunch of rooms, or you can just say, hey, look, there's only one more thing. You can adjust it based on, like, maybe it changes based on the race of the system. So a Gex system will be different than a Viking system, or vice versa, or a Korvax system. They'll all look different. That is very cool. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next video.